What I'm noticing today in my African brothers in Ghana, remember, I don't care about race. It's about the experience that men are experiencing globally. But my African brothers, and when I say brother, I mean all men. My African brothers in Ghana, what their experience is that today's modern women want their cake, want to have their cake and eat it too. They've chosen feminism. They've chosen to be strong and independent women. They've chosen to reject the leadership of men. And then when something goes bad from their own personal choices, remember, this is their own personal choices. They went with that man willingly because they saw a come up. He was a Russian Chad. They saw a financial gain, a financial opportunity, because many women today have become purely gold-digging prostitutes. And in Africa, they have this colorism thing. They feel like white men are better than black men. And if they get this white guy, this white means money, white means right, and black means whatever. So whatever colonialized mentality, most white men even find it funny and disturbing. All men find it funny and disturbing because that's their mentality and mindset in 2026. They're still stuck in that weird mentality, judging men by the vessels they drive, rather than the content of their character and their own ambitions and drives and motivations. But he came there. They saw it come up. Remember, this goes back to the whole concept of trying to assign men collective responsibility without authority. Responsibility without authority is slavery. And even for the African brothers, these women are putting all these standards on them. You got to have this money, calling them broke, calling them dusty, calling them bums, you don't have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this to date me, giving them attitude, turning up their nose at them. And then this guy comes in there and they go right to his apartment. Come with me, come with me, come with me. Get some of this Russian sausage. Come with me. And they went, okay, one chick got on the phone. I'm not even gonna put those clips in there. She made calls. Hey, I won't be, let me cancel my ride. I will go with you. She go with him and he folded her up and shit. Again, no victim, no crime. These are voluntary choices of free, strong and independent women. My body, my choice. They have chosen this. They're feminists. You see feminists, like it's snow outside right now. They chosen not to be under the cover and leadership of men. I am only responsible for the women that are under my cover, under my leadership, that listen to me. That's who I'm responsible. And everyone else is let these wild horses run free. Let these wild horses run free. They're none of my business. You're like a strange man because you've chosen not to be under the leadership of men. But it's all feminism, it's all good. And somebody tries to hit you in the head with a brick. Till the snow comes. Till there's real problems and issues in the world. And then you go, where's the men? Why ain't men? You try to default and put this default responsibility on men. Some of these women turn their nose up. Look at even now in America. You see they have the gold digging movement with the sprinkle women, calling men dusty and disrespecting men, trying to mentally manipulate men into spending money on them. But then there's certain guys, the 11 p.m. guy that comes over and he has his way with these women. And only a sucker, stupid simp is going to go out here spending $250 on dates. And they have taken on the mindset and mentality of the typical American Western feminist mindset. Look at them, plastering their face with makeup, fake hair, eyelashes. Not even their real hair, not even their real look. They have taken on the mindset and mentality of Western feminists, black women. Now, for the women that are not a part of that feminist thing and strong and independent thing and whatever else, it is what it is. They're challenging men. They're competing with men for jobs, competing with men for opportunity, telling men every day what losers they are. They say they choose the bear. Men got to make this, men got to make that. Watch the commentary from Africa, disrespecting the Ghanaian brothers. calling them all kinds of names. They could have easily chosen a man in Ghana. There ain't no shortage of men there. But they saw a come up, you see? Many of them go to these colleges, get their little degrees, and they think they're better than the men. Or they have to use social media, and social media gives them global reach and access. And they're like, you know what, I can get me one of these type of guys. Get yourself a white man or whatever else. Salute to my white brothers. Salute to the Russian brother that was over there in Ghana, pounding away. He went there, he took a ticket, he went to Africa, and he enjoyed himself because he took advantage of the women's that self-hatred. They hate their own skin color, and they hate their own race of men. And he pounded them viciously and vigorously. And then he jumped on a plane and left. But there are no victims here. They're volunteers. No victims, no volunteers. What does people talk about? No victim, no crime. And as far as voluntarily consenting adults, strong and independent women who don't go under the leadership of men. In fact, they're challenging men in every regard and disrespecting men. Where's the problem here? The problem is you dudes need to update your mentality. You're still living in the past. It's not the past anymore. This is not 1910. This is not 1950. These women don't want to be under your leadership, and they tell you that every day by their actions and their behavior until the snow falls, like it's snowy outside, or until the car crashes, or until somebody wants to beat them up on the train, or some guy comes to Ghana and pounds away all the women and makes video. The only problem that they have really is he made a video about it. That's the only problem they have. You're not responsible for feminists. How are you responsible? Okay, if I'm responsible for you women, all right, I'm going to tell you right now, cancel sexual liberation. It's a degeneracy. It has destroyed community. No more feminism, no more sexual liberation. Go down to a real choice church, repent of your sins, dip yourself in some of that holy water, take all that cakey makeup off your face and all that crap out of your head that's destroying your scalp and everything else. Stop allowing yourself to get pounded. When you go to college, get an education, get a career, and get a husband at the same time while you're young. Treat the men that respect you with respect. Stop thinking that you're better than the guy that's a plumber or an electrician. What your woman will tell me? Kick rocks a peaceful life. Who are you? You old, misogynist, bald-headed man. You'll curse me out because I can't tell you shit. You know why? You wouldn't respect it. You wouldn't respect me. You don't respect any type of man. So if you don't respect men and you don't submit to their leadership, why the hell are they responsible for you? I don't care what race of men you are, white man, black man, whatever. Once they have left the lion kingdom and joined the hyena kingdom, they can't claim that you're responsible for them. How? Why? Why do you feel bad? That's not your problem. What if the Russian guy was gay and he came over there and he had sex with a bunch of men and made very little about? Would they feel sorry for you, or would they call you a bunch of bum-ass black men? Look at y'all. It just happened to be women. He happened to be heterosexual and went for women. And he enjoyed himself. He didn't do anything wrong. He those women are strong, powerful, intelligent, independent women with agency and control over their minds and their bodies. They look, from watching the videos, they look pretty competent to me. In fact, they women so competent, they make women, I mean, they're making movies like The Women King right now. Women beating men up, you know. I've seen women drop kick guys like me. I'm 6'7", 6'8". I see women beating up grown men in the movies. Drop kick them. I mean, you women are tough. You don't need no damn man. Why you need men? You got kung fu. Salute to you ladies. In fact, I think it's absolutely offensive, since let me play the role of a male feminist. I think it's absolutely offensive that you guys think that these women cannot protect themselves and they are not strong and they're not powerful. What are you, misogynist? You guys got to learn to respect women's independence and power and strength. You Ghanaian men. These women don't need your help. You think they can't defend themselves? They could have woman king that Russian guy and got him on his back. Look how they beat up the brothers in the woman king. They don't need your help. 3 or 4 of them could have jumped him. They ain't have no problem being aggressive towards the Ghanaian man. I've seen some clips where they've, chopped some dude up, beat him up, kicked his ass. They don't need your help. White guys, black guys, whatever. Feminists don't need your help, gentlemen. They can defend themselves. I mean, they have a whole pack of hyenas. They even have got the hyena males out here. The jellybacks. Jellyback simps everywhere. How are you taking responsibility for something you have no authority over? That doesn't even respect you. Over here, it's worse. The women choose the bear. They've been talking about here, guess what, Ghanaian brothers? They've been talking about men should be born in jail and earn their way out. They want to criminalize. They want to put babies in jail over here. Imagine that, these feminists. They so hate men so much. They hate the leadership of men. But these ones are on the come up. So they're trying to get some money. Look at the sprinkle them. They talking about gold digging, turning men into wallet, and anybody that refuses to be a walking wallet, they say that, he's dusty, he's a bum. No matter what your qualifications are, whatever. That's the way how a retired 304 is trying to play a mind molestation game on dudes and try and get dudes to, gaslighting value, to value women that have mismanaged their youth. None of them are traditional. None of them are virgins. But they want to charge you a virgin price. They're out here being sexually liberated and shit like this, the 60s. And then we want men to be traditional protectors and providers. That's goofy shit. Who falls for that stuff is an absolute fool. If you're a man and you feel like you're responsible for these feminists, you're a fool. You're an idiot. That's what you are. You are a moron. If you feel responsible for anyone who has rejected the leadership of men, who don't have not a traditional bone in their body. So why are you being held to, why you feel you're responsible for, have traditional responsibility for women who don't give a rat's ass about you, will pass you and look down at you like this. Ugh. Poverty, you broke ass African man. They'll look at you and spit on the ground. Poverty, you broke, you not have any money. As soon as they see that Russian dude out there, they saw him come off the plane. He looked like the come up, the money. That's what he looked like, money. That's why they did what they did, for money. And because they figure if they breed with him, they'll have this mixed mulatto baby, beautiful baby they can show off in the village. Look at my baby. He was fertilized by the sperm of a white man. He is beautiful, look at him. Crazy. In 2026, they still think like that. Anyhow, gentlemen, make sure you hit the like button, but let these wild horses run free, my African brothers. Salute to you, stay strong. My white brothers, my Indian brothers, my Chinese brothers, it doesn't matter who race you are. Peace and blessings to you all. And to you ladies that are not these radical, ball-busting feminists that fall under the leadership of men, salute to you also. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about these raging hyenas that are demanding that men hold to some traditional honor code or values when they're all feminists out here competing with men, disrespecting men, and shaming men. Gentlemen, make sure you hit the like button, and I'm out.